Hello again. I'm sitting here in my favorite spot in the house, basically. It's right behind the kitchen. Right in front of me is a farm. And I hear birds. There's like so many families of birds around here it's really nice. There's a family of ravens living up that way in this huge tree in a property nearby. And I hear them when they come home, like around dusk. They all start talking to each other, and it's so much more than just That's like, and I'm pretty sure they're ravens too because they're huge and they have deep voices, like deep croaky voices. But they just like make little noises to each other that I can hear from right here. It's really cool, and like they're like whirring, and it's super cool. Like if you listen to them talk and they talk to each other and the way they respond, it's like it's more like an actual conversation that you and me might have than like just some bird calls. But that's why I like sitting out here. And I've been spending so much of my time just sitting here because I don't know what to do. I'm at this weird point in my life where I've spent so much of my time in service to others and not thinking about my own wants and needs because they didn't matter. And if I did want something, I would get disappointed, and that feeling of disappointment is much worse than not wanting anything at all. So I have been training myself to just, if I want something, no, bet that away. You can't have it. It's fine. And you're fine because you don't need everything you want. You can't always get what you want. In fact, most of the time, you don't get what you want, and that's okay. However, now that I'm at a point where I actually can do pretty much whatever I want to do, finances with aside, I have my Xbox here. I have my whole Xbox catalog. I have been spending like literally years wanting to be able to sit down and play with no interruptions. I can do that now. So why can't I? Like, mentally, emotionally, every time I sit down and want to do any of these things that I used to enjoy, there's like a block. It's like, don't start, because you're going to get annoyed and interrupted in the next 15 minutes, and then it's going to be worse if you never started at all. I just spent so much of the last 6 years not allowing myself to get engaged in anything because I hate being interrupted so much so that it ruins whatever I'm engaged in, fully pulls me out of the moment, and I can't focus back in. So I just stopped trying. I stopped doing things that locked me in. And I don't know how to explain this, but there's like, I can get into a zone, a flow state. That's the word I was looking for, flow state. I need that flow state to feel good about myself, to feel happy, enjoyment. It's like one of my favorite things, hyperfixating and getting into a flow state on something. Being unable to do that for so long and just like kind of training my brain and body to not has been taking a mental toll on me. But now that I can't. How does that make sense? I I heard somewhere recently that being in an abusive relationship takes up all of your mental energy and like all of your time because every moment of the day is thinking about this other person. How can I make things more smoothly with them? How would they react? What would they like? etc., with no regard for myself. So now that that person is gone, I, I don't know what to do with my time. I have so much time. And there's been so many instances where I'm like at the grocery store thinking about what to get, and then I'm like, wait, you know what? I can just get whatever the fuck I want. I don't have to worry about if it's something he's gonna eat or not. It doesn't matter. I just have to think about my son, which is also picky, but it's less expensive buying for just one picky person than two. And as I've been like moving and packing and moving stuff over here, I found so many old paintings completely unfinished. Some half finished, some like 3/4 finished, some like not even half finished, and it reminded me that I used to love to paint. I haven't painted in probably about 6 years. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's been such a long time. Why can't I go back to that? I have the materials. I have all of the materials I could possibly need. I have so many art supplies that have just been sitting unused for so many years. But when I sit down and I want to paint, I'm like, I can't. I don't know why. I have this mental block going. And I realize also I don't really know how to be a friend either. Because now that I have time to hang out with people, I have been reaching out a lot more. I have been hanging out a little bit with other people, but it's so awkward because I forgot what it's like to people in a non professional setting, you know. I, I have so much to relearn, it feels like. But I still wouldn't go back. I'm happy here. I love having my own place. I love hearing the birds out here. I'm sitting in my backyard. I'm not even in like some remote weird location. I'm just literally in my backyard and I'm just chilling. And it's great. So now I need to take that feeling and just manifest my own happiness. Find something that I enjoy doing. There are so many things that I enjoy doing. I just need to sit down and do them.